Hey folks! At the last moment, Director Jiang actually gifted Liza Cheng some baby clothes and toys. Is he throwing a baby shower or what? Liza Cheng was taken aback, thinking, I've never told the organization about my wife's pregnancy, how does he know? It felt like being caught red-handed. Meanwhile, after teaming up with Lai Zhongju, Liza Cheng rushed to find a new president. The current situation felt like headless chickens running around with no idea where to go. Time was set for this month's impromptu board meeting. Both candidates agreed, but right after the meeting ended, Lai Zhongju threw a curveball at Ding King in the parking lot. Looks like the power struggle has officially begun. Soon, Lai Zhongju began campaigning, gathering the old-timers from the Yuan Zehu faction. It felt like a family reunion, with all three elders vowing to support him wholeheartedly. That they were more interested in what benefits they'd get if Lai Zhongju ascended to power. Lai Zhongju was left scratching his head. Who wouldn't take that? Of course. I'll take good care of y'all. Such arrogance surely planted seeds for Lai Zhongju's downfall. Meanwhile, Ding King was calm as a cucumber, looking like a stable leader. He wasn't rushing to campaign. Instead, he planned to return to Shanghai to wrap up loose ends first. Liza Cheng was a bit uneasy about Lai Zhongju's situation. He kept reminding him to be cautious. This guy was definitely trouble. Little did he know that so-called brother could bring him even bigger trouble. Thanks to Liza Cheng's tip-off, the police pounced like eager cheaters, stopping Ding King at the airport and slipping him evidence on Lai Zhongju's crimes. Ding King realized this was a clear invitation from the police. It seemed they wanted to meddle in the election, totally not wanting outsiders in on family drama. Director Jiang knew Ding King's character too well and already anticipated he wouldn't cooperate, calmly handing over another document. Ding King took a look and his face fell. Inside were secrets about him that had him gasping at the document's level of detail. He asked what if those same two documents were given to Lai Zhongju, what would he decide? Ding King's heart started racing. If the police truly teamed up with Lai Zhongju, he and the Jimin group would be toast, like being thrown into a pit of fire. After Ding King refused, Director Jiang had to serve him with a court summons. Who would have thought this arrest would steal the show? Lai Zhongju instantly linked this to the puppet master, Ding King. Who is this guy? A totally silent little weirdo. However, after wrapping up with Director Jiang, Ding King was ready to strike back. He didn't know what the police were up to, but he was clear about one thing. His crew had been infiltrated. He had to find them all fast. To ensure safety, he summoned 4 veterans on standby till Ding King returns from Shanghai. By the time Ding King returned, Lai Zhongju was already locked up. Ding King tried to explain, but Lai Zhongju's head was spinning faster than the winds. Meeting with Lai Zhongju raised red flags for Ding King. The police clearly weren't there to help him. To prevent the situation from spiraling, Ding King thought about bribing Director Jiang to get some concessions, but he underestimated the man's resolve. From the get-go, the New World Plan wasn't something money could solve. Director Jiang told Ding King there was only one purpose for the action against the Jimin group. It was to make you guys assess the situation carefully and cooperate with the police. To some extent, this wasn't just empty talk. After all, bringing down the massive Jinmin group wasn't a simple task. Had spent 8 years turning Liza Cheng into a mole. Even after gathering tons of evidence, the president still evaded legal consequences. What a painful lesson. The only option now was to keep him and control him, which was the ultimate goal of the New World Plan. Ding King didn't reply right away but promised a quick, satisfactory answer to Director Jiang, leading him to the abyss. Turns out just days ago, Ding King had hired hackers to breach the Korean police's top-secret files, getting all the info on the moles. At that moment, Liza Cheng called. Ding King invited him to meet at the warehouse that night, hinting at the old-timer to prepare for action. Liza Cheng sensed that this meeting was anything but ordinary after all. It was the first time Ding King hadn't let him know in advance. When Ding King handed over 2 personnel files, Liza Cheng realized his cover had been blown. He gasped, realizing this guy who had been by his side for over 6 years was also a cop. To spare the female cop pain, Ding King took it upon himself to slice Shu's throat. Talk about the first-class move. Liza Cheng risked it all to draw his gun and shoot him, pulling off a comeback attempt. Ding King's words only further enraged Director Jiang. Director Jiang decided to detonate the Lai Zhongju bomb early. Although Lai Zhongju was overconfident, he still had reservations about Ding King. Director Jiang gave Li Zhongyu the pre-prepared photos, unleashing his pent-up killing intent. This was the elevator battle of legends for Ding Kane, and everyone was watching. Li Zhongyu, goaded on by Director Jiang, finally launched an attack on Ding Kane, who was clearly unprepared and had no choice but to face. Chaos broke out in the parking lot, with fights ringing out. Both sides sent reinforcements as Ding Kane retreated to the elevator. Meanwhile, another group of killers waited in the elevator. As doors closed, this would be a show. The elevator battle of legends was officially in place. Everyone thought it would be an obvious slaughter, yet Ding Kane fought back like a warrior, facing 6 opponents and holding. However, 2 fists were no match for 4 hands, and soon Ding Kane found himself on the floor. One killer tried to provoke him about his parents, but Ding Kane quickly turned the tables, stabbing him in the neck. When the elevator doors opened again, not a single killer emerged alive. Meanwhile, Ding Kane made a name for himself in the corner. Then, Li Zicheng and Director Jiang had a secret meeting, where Director Jiang finally revealed the Trinity World plan to Li Zicheng. And don't forget to like and subscribe.